Just a long overdue update on where I'm up to right now and what you may need if you're going to do a 2JZ into an MA70 conversion, especially if you've gone from a 7M. So as you can see, everything's sort of pulled out of the car right now. Wiring loop just sitting up there on the thing. Perfect time for me to clean up the rest of the debate as much as I can. I do just want to get the engine in there and start enjoying the car, so probably not going to get into too much detail and clean all that. It looks like a lot of work, so one day. See, here's the 2JZ in all its glory. And so some of the parts that you will need, obviously you'll need to go from a front sump. If you bought an Aristo motor or something, you need to go from a front sump to a rear sump, which I've got here. These were really filthy, so I've cleaned them up quite a bit already, and then I'm going to clean a bit more today, paint it. You'll need a JZ flywheel, which will suit the R154. I've got a manifold here. I feel like it should be okay. I decided to go with upgraded springs and retainers from BC. Just single spring upgraded springs and then titanium retainers, which are quite nice. So should be able to later then put cams like maybe BC 264s in it in a later stage without having to change all that again. So that's what I'm going to do. I've also got the Aristo coils here. So these are genuine Denso Yaris coils. Here's a water pump that gets rid of the hydro setup that the factory one has. Decided to just go with a bit more of a modern wastegate than the one I had, an old school HKS. So this is a TIL or TL MVR, which is a 44mm. Comes with all the springs that I need. It's a real nice item actually. It looks really nicely made. And of course you'll need mounts from a JZA70, so 1JZ Supra. You need those mounts, and these are 2JZ mounts, which I had in my 7M anyway. It's been so long since the last time I updated you on where the car's up to. Only working on it on weekends, so it takes a bit of time, but essentially engine is in. Probably can finish it and send it off to the tuners in maybe 2 more weeks. Just got to do a few little niggling things here and there to get it complete. My brother and I basically made the downpipe and screamer pipe last week. Also got the radiator in and see, basically can tell how close the fan is to the radiator. So this is this stock 7M GTE fan, and the shroud, and obviously the same radiator that I used before. That is an LS400 fan clutch though, so it works, but I'm gonna have to trim a tiny bit of the fan, I reckon, because it actually fouls against the inside of this bastard right here. So a little bit of a pain in the ass, but I didn't want to go thermos just yet. I'm trying to save a little bit of dollars, and then I think a clutch fan pulls plenty of air, so it's going to keep the car cool. It might just sound like a truck, but yeah, turbo's in. I got this 90-degree elbow welded in so that it never ever slips off here, which I think is a pain in the ass if it does. So going to have the actual coupler here, which is a lot easier to access. Inside there, which you can't really see, I've got the oil line all done. It's a 45-degree angle dash 10 fitting there, and then there's a 35-degree one underneath the turbo itself, with some good old high temp heat sleeve, and that's a Borg S360, by the way, the same turbo I had on my 7M, which I hope is going to be super responsive on this setup. So yeah, my brother and I made the downpipe and we made the screamer last week using our MIG welder. The downpipe's just there. I've got to paint it and then wrap it with this stuff right here. I've got this dash 10 line and this new eBay. It's cheapy, but it looks fine. I mean, it's not like it's under a huge amount of pressure or whatever. Dash 10 fittings on this oil catch tank, which I'm going to sit over there. I'm going to run these lines tomorrow to the tank. It's a bit more smaller than the one I had before. And basically just got to use up this piping that I got here to make the rest of the intake pipe. That is a 3-inch diameter, and this is 2.5. So I'm gonna try and get a 3-inch fit right there. Already had to move the secondary fans, auxiliary fans, to get a pipe there, and we'll see. I mean, 2.5 will fit, but it might look a bit funky. Also just got to complete the piping down here tomorrow. I've got as you can see, that blue thing right there, that's the high pressure power steering line that I got the shop to make up for me. I just gave them the ends, told them how long, they went ahead and made it for me, which is great. Tomorrow also got to make the low pressure return line, and locate the power steering res here and the feed. And yeah, I think that's kind of it. So just a few little things here and there, and then basically just going to send it away via tow truck to the tuners, let them complete the wiring, mating the old 7M. It was actually on a Haltech 750, but to mate that wiring to the 2J, and let them install the flex fuel sensor. And I want to run like 24 psi, maybe 25 if it's right for this turbo, and make at least 400 real kilowatts. That's if the clutch will hold. Yeah, we're getting closer, and I really want to start this car, and I really want to show you guys some videos of how this thing performs. There you go. I'll update you guys with some videos, I hope real soon. Wish me luck.